Museum, Jeremy Frew. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Bart, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, good. Happy to be back again.
And congratulations, Jeremy just had his 1-year anniversary as the director of the museum.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't believe it's been a year. It hit me today or yesterday when Karen was sending me requests for some pictures about the fall harvest. And what reminded me was that the fall harvest was like my second week of work, and here we are doing it again. And boy, it feels different going into it, because I'm going to say I was naive, but I was a little naive a year ago going into the fall harvest. Now I'm responsible for the event and part of it and working with the team, so it just feels really good.
Yeah, let's talk about the fall harvest. Here's some photos from last year's event, and he obviously had a beautiful fall day for that. And it looks like we're going to have another beautiful fall day.
It's going to be 70s and mid 60s, which is ideal, and we're excited because I think last year we had about 2,500 to 3,000 people come through, and it's a free event for the community, which we'd love to do, and it's really just a thank you and a celebration, and it's a good way to get fall started. You know, petting zoo, cider, pumpkins, farm lane will be open, and we're excited too. Ella's house is about halfway done being repainted, and we can't wait to show that off.
Oh, what color did you settle on?
We ended up with white. It was a vote. We didn't decide. We did the yellow that it was, and we did white, and the white was the ultimate winner. And parts of it are done, and it's white, and then the parts on the windows are green, which is the original green, and it looks breathtaking. It does not look like, it's unbelievable. I can't wait for people to see it. It won't be done by Sunday, but there's good parts of it, and you can really see what it's going to do. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that pale yellow was, it's a tough color because it looks like maybe, you know, it's a paint that faded or.
Yeah. But we let the people decide. And I will tell you, a lot of folks have told me, and you look at the paintings, they remember white. They don't remember pale yellow. That was the most recent one. So we're excited to celebrate Ella. We were very lucky with donations. And we will have an open house for that actually in the spring at the same time we open our butterfly garden that we're going to have. We're going to do that in the spring.
Where's that going to go?
It's going to go next to the little house next to Ella's house, right there by the barn and stuff. So it'll be right there, and we're going to, we with the way the weather is, the Ella's house will be done before fall being painted, but it's going to be too cold to have a big event outside. So we're going to wait for the spring and do that at the same time we open our butterfly little area.
You've really taken that farm lane and you've kind of oriented the axis focus of the museum onto that.
Yeah. One of the things after I did a tour of talking to people my first 2 months, and again, being a year, this is appropriate time to remind myself of this. And what people kept saying to me is, you know, Ella should be the front of the house. Should be the front of the museum. It's never been treated that way. It's the road. People drive by. They let weeds were growing. We made a commitment. We planted flowers in front of the wall. We cleaned it up. We put that. And we really want to make Ella part of that front entrance. Clearly, you can't walk in or drive there. Got it. But everybody who drives by there should see that beautiful house and be very proud. So that became a priority. And when they see this paint job and what we've done, and the trees have been planted because of donations, we have new trees planted. It looks beautiful. And one of the things we also did, and I'm very proud of it, is those gates don't close the farm lane. People jog now on farm lane. People walk on farm lane. On weekends when there's soccer, they're walking on farm lane. We want it to be open. It's not ours, it's the community's. So I love that you say that, but it's paying off, it's working. People are using it. There was people walking in farm lane this morning when I got to work at 7:30 with their dogs, and that's like, hey, that's a win. We don't close those gates, they stay open.
Yeah, that gate did communicate stay out.
Yeah, and you know, we removed some other gates too leading into the granary actually. There's a whole bunch of weird gates and you could have climbed over them, so no one was staying out. It was an illusion. So we opened those up because we want it to be inviting, and we want to continue that.
One of the things that I'm really excited about is your next big exhibit that I think opens pretty soon, the Julia Child exhibit.
Yeah, Julia Child, A Recipe for Life. It opens tomorrow. They're setting up right now. They've been setting up for a week and a half. Biggest exhibit we've ever had. We are ecstatic. Oh, there's the pictures. And
the biggest exhibit you've ever had?
In terms of popularity and everything,
right.
By far.
It's going to be huge.
And it just makes you smile. Look at these pictures. This is what it's in the museum right now. it's great because she's very historical. She's an extremely strong woman ahead of her time, super brilliant, but had great humility and made you laugh. So we're very excited.
I grew up in New England, and she was on TV all the time, and
Yeah.
cooking her cooking shows, and it was entertaining. If she screwed up, it was like, well, you know, if it falls on the floor, no one sees it. You just pick it up and put it on the plate. No one's going to know.
Yeah, she was the ultimate person who had humility but was brilliance behind it, and that's what made you ingratiate her and welcome your home. And like your show, JTV, you could go to YouTube and watch those over again. Henrik Scheer, who I know people know in this town, was at the museum today saying he's been rewatching all the Julia Childs shows on YouTube, and they make you smile. She makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Way ahead of her time, too.
Oh, you have to look up Dan Aykroyd as Julia Child on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to actually show movies of hers. There's a ton of events going on. She just makes you smile. Yeah, she's great. So we're really excited about the exhibit. It opens tomorrow. There's all kinds of events we're having tied to it. I just encourage people to come out because she's a special person. And again, talk about, you know, breaking into the industry for a woman going into the cooking at that time, which was male dominated. She's a very strong and smart woman, and it's great.
All right, so this year, in review, will you look back at your first year? What would you say you've accomplished, or what you've been proud of that's happened while you've been there?
Well, there's the physical parts, but I don't think it's that. I think it's the team at the museum is very positive and excited and wants to be there. That's not all me, that's them. But I think, of course, the most important part is the community's coming back, and their desire to be there and want to be there. That's the greatest accomplishment, and I think it shows. We're up to a couple hundred volunteers, which we didn't have before.
Wow.
So those are the things I think, and it's not me, it's the team who accomplished that. But again, bringing the community back, all the physical stuff is important, all the exhibits are important, all the events. But doing those to bring the community back, that's the most important, and that's what makes me the most happy. I didn't do this for success or what have you. I did it because I love the community and I want them there. And I do think it's turning. I do, and it feels like it.
Yeah, I feel that way too. And there have been some things, you know, you think about the past and you kind of laugh. It's like they killed the volunteer program at one point. It's like, what? Yeah. They closed the gift shop. Things like that. It's like we're just dumbfounding. But I'm glad that your focus is on the community, and that it's our museum. It's
your museum, and listen, all this gets easy when you look to Ella. She gave this all to us. She did. We didn't. It's not ours to control. She gave it to us to share. So when you follow that, this stuff is easy. It's really easy to just do what's best and what she would do.
We've got a lot more as we get closer to the holidays. I know there's a lot of cool things you've got lined up, tied into the holidays. I think you have a craft show. You've been doing craft shows.
Yeah, we have a Halloween show, craft show on the 30th, excuse me. Something we're very excited. We've never done before. We're working with the Historical Society, and we're going to have some reenactment on Farm Lane at a Christmas night with people coming down, Christmas lights, a lot like Henry Ford does, to make it a special night. That's one of the things we are the most excited about. I mean, there's a lot of things, so I don't want to take away. But again, a partnership with a group who we have a lot of respect for.
Years ago, I was an actor on Farm Lane at Christmas time, and I can't remember what part I played, but you know,
we're doing it again. It's coming back.
Wow, I should reprise my role.
Yeah, hey, you're welcome. We always need volunteers.
Was there one more picture we missed? I saw a picture up. I don't know if we talked about it, but you've got the Art Alone thing.
Yeah, the Art Alone's going. I think the picture you saw is right there from the Exchange Building. We got a number of paintings.
It's donations.
Donations, yes, hundreds of them from the wonderful family, and that is going to go live on Monday, this Monday coming up. We'll have live auction online. We have around 125, 150 pictures, and there's going to be between 10 and 15 on Monday, and they're all originals. Wow. They have the artist's name. Again, they were donated from the Exchange Building, which is super generous. So we're really excited, and that will go live on Monday, and we're going to do between 10 and 15 paintings at a time, to see how it goes and stagger them. So it'll probably be going on for the next 3 to 4 months.
And that piece was entitled Summer Evening with Ruler.
There you go.
Thanks for coming in.
Hey, thank you, Bart.
The executive director of the Ellie Sharp Museum, Jeremy Frew. More to